Hello everyone, it's Archivist David Thomas again at Kresen Kernow in Redruth. Welcome to a further session of David's Dazzling Documents. Today we're going to look at Cornwall's maritime history in the context of one of its great ports and the surrounding area, which of course is Falmouth. And on the table we have one of our earliest maps of the area, which is in fact a late 17th or early 18th century copy of a much older plan done by the Italian map maker Battista Boazio in 1597, right towards the end of Elizabeth I's reign. Of course, Falmouth is a very important place in Cornwall's maritime history. And of course, from 1689 until 1851, it was the great packet station where all the mail was sent out by the ships to all the parts of the growing British Empire. Let's have a look in more detail at this wonderful plan. When I sit down, what strikes us is we have the name Falmouth, but of course that refers at that time to the mouth of the River Fal, which of course goes up to Truro and up to Tregony. Looking carefully on the map, we won't actually find anywhere the place name Falmouth around the area which Falmouth is today, this particular area here. We have Pendennis Castle, of course, easily recognisable, and also what today we would call Castle Drive, which is the road right around the castle site. And of course here, this is the site of the present car park. But where is Falmouth? Well, Falmouth, of course, at that time as a town or even a village did not exist. We have St Mithic's Road, or Smithick, one of the earliest names of Falmouth. And of course, another early name was Pennycumquick or Pennycumcuick, which we don't find on this plan. But of course, the site of Falmouth is dominated by Arwenick House, which was the home of the Killigrew family, and is in fact still there today, opposite the obelisk, which fronts the sort of harbour front there at Falmouth. And what strikes you about this plan is, without Falmouth, you have three great settlements. We have Purin, which of course we would now call Penryn, and the spelling on this map is very random because over here, Penryn is spelled P-E-W-R-I-N, and over here it's P-E-U-R-I-N. At the top of the map, we have Truro, spelled T-R-E-W-R-O. And then further over in this corner, we have the other great settlement of the time, Tregony, which we, of course, is Tregony. Now, all three of these towns, Tregony, Truro, and Penryn, were, of course, boroughs, each returning 2 MPs to Parliament. And other places can be easily recognised. Carrick Road, or Carrick Roads, as we would call it today. We have St Myler Church, and we have Mr. Trefusis' place. The names in red are of the big landowning houses, as with Arwenick. And then other coastal features and features in the river. But what I love about this plan as well is the little ferries that are shown. For example, here at Rostrongus, which we would call Rostrongat today, we have a little ferryman rowing his boat across Rostrongat Passage. And then if we go up the river, we have King Harry Passage, again with a little ferryman, almost minuscule. And going up the river again to Montperris, which today we would call Mulpus, we have the passage again with the ferryman. And also we have others here down on this particular corner at near Courtney Woods. So it's a fascinating plan. But the main point is Falmouth in 1597 is not, as we would know it today, a huge town, a great hive of activity around the third deepest natural harbour in the world. Penryn and Truro and Tregony were the dominant settlements at the time. How times change. If history like this fascinates you, and when lockdown is over, come and see us and explore more of Cornwall's fascinating history.